Your mother, Roxy Roker, was a very famous actress at the time, and you grew up, they were an interracial couple. But you
Yes.
say in the book that you didn't realize that anything was different until you went to first grade, and one of your fellow pupils pointed this out. What happened?
Yeah, I grew up in a house where, my father is a white, Russian Jew, my mother, black Afro-Caribbean woman, Christian woman. And we had everything in between because, they were artists in New York City in the late 60s. And of course, they mixed with everybody. And so our house had every color, every background in it from the time I can remember. And so I just understood that that's what life was. I didn't know anything about the differences of people and that that was an issue in the world. I was sheltered from that, not on purpose, just by the way we lived. And so, yes, when I went to first grade, my parents walked me to school on the first day, as parents do. And as it seemed, I guess that morning, my parents were the only ones that didn't match. And so this kid ran out in front of the three of us, stopped, pointed his finger at us, and yelled, your father's white and your mother's black. And it was a thing, and I didn't understand why he was making this scene and what was the point. And that's when conversations of race and what the world was like really started happening between my mother and I. Yeah. But it was beautiful to grow up that way and not understand that, not having an idea about racism.
Well, of course, that is so much part of what the global debate is today, Lenny. Systemic racism everywhere. What is your take on it? And do you feel disappointed that the world hasn't moved on further?
My take on it is that it's sad and we are more intelligent. We have the capacity to get along despite our differences. We're all different. That's what makes the world beautiful. We all have our ways, our customs, our religion, our backgrounds, and why we can't live with that and just respect the other person's life and live our life is beyond me. What I find sad is that if you would have asked me 30 years ago if I thought the world would be in a better place than it was when I first wrote my first album, Let Love Rule, in speaking about a lot of these issues, I would have told you, yes, I believe the world, we're gonna, it's a slow climb, but we are going there. And it just amazes me where we are today, that we've slipped into this place. Now, it's always been here, but people feel that they have a platform now and feel more confident in saying how they feel and acting how they feel. But, I watched my grandparents, I watched my parents struggle and fight for the good things, for equality, etc. And if they were here today, they would not understand where we are. They wouldn't understand it.
Do you feel that the current administration has handled it well? You've encouraged people to go out and vote.
I don't want to make it an American thing because this is a global issue between human beings. What can we do? Those of us that know what is right and true need to continue to represent what that is. And the youth, which I'm very, very proud of the youth, of the young people around the world that are standing up and that are really, doing what I saw in the 70s, from looking back at my parents and their friends who were marching and standing up and protesting peacefully. I love seeing that because the youth know these are old ways. These are old ways that are being passed down and taught to the new generation of people, which is keeping racism and all of these different things alive. So, whatever administration, whatever country in the world, it's about us. It's about the people, and we have to represent.
Are you disappointed by some of the global leaders?
Oh, yes, of course. I mean, I don't, again, I've never understood it. I mean, politics is politics. That's what it is. And there are people that do better than others, and there are people that are more positive than others. But at the end of the day, it's still politics. And things don't happen as quickly as they should. Our main concerns right now need to be our planet and ourselves, how we are treating ourselves and each other. And we don't have time to wait to get through all of this tape. We need to have action now. And if we don't, Mother Nature will deal with us.